What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. Back at y'all with another live stream. This one is an update. As a matter of fact, do y'all remember this video right here? Do y'all remember this video right here? Ma'am, I just need you to confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated. Could you confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being... You cannot confirm that the juvenile civil rights are not being violated here in this detention center? Please confirm that. This is a serious issue going on. You work here, right?
Oh my God, you're following me to my car.
Are there civil rights being violated? That's just one simple question. No, you won't do that, ma'am. No, ma'am, you won't do that. How you doing today, sir?
How can we help you?
What's your name, sir?
It's not important. How can we help you?
It's not important for me to tell you how you can help me. I never asked for your help, sir. What's your name, sir? How you doing? What's your name?
How can I help you?
Bill, who do you work for?
How you doing, man? How's the health? How's the family? How's everything? How can I help you guys?
How you doing, Hill? What security you work for?
You're in my face with a camera.
No, but I'm on the side and side. I'm asking you a question. How about the juveniles trying to record your lobby area? Is it all right if I record your lobby area?
Huh? You cannot leave. Now you gotta leave the building, sir.
Okay. Violated in there. I'm just asking you about the. No, I'm not here for any harm. I'm not here for any danger.
I don't know.
I'm not here for any harm.
To my car.
No, I'm asking you a simple question. Y'all remember that video? Well, guess what? Here's the deal with that. They took the video down about 2-3 weeks ago. And I almost forgot about it because I've been so busy lately. You know, I've been, I had trial early part of October, and I've been basically focusing on my federal lawsuit as well. So I haven't had time to follow up on that video. But what reminded me that they took the video down is coming across this article maybe about an hour ago. So I thought about the video. I said, oh, I need to put the video back up real quick. And it's always good to have a backup platform. See, I deal with Odyssey. Odyssey is connected with library. And the thing about that is your work is never deleted when you deal with that platform. So I'm pretty sure I had it in one of these hard drives somewhere. But it took a long time to look for it. So I went to Odyssey, downloaded it real quick, and put it back up on YouTube. So I came across this article, and I found some more content about the Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center, located in West Philadelphia. Judge orders state human services to accept Philly teens from chaotic, overcrowded detention. Now, I knew it was something going on with this place because the only question that I asked and that they refused to answer was if their safety was cool. And not one employee could answer that question. And now I know why. Okay? Because, when it comes to like facilities like this, they're in the investigation for months. Okay? And I'm pretty sure that me questioning them triggered off of a situation that they didn't want to happen. So they just kept quiet, every single employee. So we're going to get into this story. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Shout out to everybody else that's watching. The Cucumber, Social Justice, Bully Back Audits. Appreciate y'all. Jump into this real quick. Found a little content, and it's an update. Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center. All right, let me cut the music and get into the article. I'm gonna read a few paragraphs, and we could, play the video in between. So, this is the Philadelphia Inquirer, and a judge orders state human services to accept teens from chaotic, overcrowded detention center. The city is considering other extraordinary steps, like moving children to a Texas facility or opening a new space for juveniles in the city's adult jail. That's crazy. All right. So a Commonwealth Court judge has ordered Pennsylvania state officials to take custody of 15 children currently living in a juvenile detention facility in Philadelphia that the city says is dangerously overcrowded and understaffed. They're among 135 statewide on a waiting list to receive court-ordered treatment at state placements called Youth Development Centers. The order, issued Thursday by Judge Ellen Seisler, requires the State Department of Human Services to transfer the children within 10 days to either a new state-run facility that is set to open in Pittston or a private facility in Texas. From what I heard earlier, they are not getting any services, education, anything. Seisler said during a Wednesday hearing describing current conditions at the Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center. From what I heard, there is nothing happening for the young folks at the PJJSC. Seisler called the hearing after the city sued the state in October, alleging its failure to accept youth in a timely fashion had caused devastating conditions inside the 184-bed city facility at 48th Street and Haverford Avenue in West Philadelphia, where 202 children are now housed. Let's look at a little bit of the video and go back to the literature.
Yeah. They have a phobia of bottles in your hands. Bottles and cans, just clap your hands. Just clap your hands.
Just clap your hands, huh?
Bring it back.
Is that how you got
Two
it?
turntables in a mic.
We got action, guys.
Keep pulling up. Hey, how you guys doing? How can I help you? Oh, hey.
What's your name, sir? How you doing?
How can I help you?
So as you see, he was covering up his badge. When I asked him how he was doing and I moved closer, he seen that I was looking at his badge and he covered it up. Juvenile Justice Service Center, J Hill Facility Guard Security. Shout outs to Wolfie Gladley in Southeastern PA who accompanied me on this this trip right here to Juvenile Justice Services Center in West Philadelphia. They're the two that you hear in the background talking behind me. What's your name?
How can I help you?
Bill, who do you
How
work for?
How you doing, man? How's the health? How's the family? How's everything? How can I help you guys?
How you doing, Hill? What security you work for? Justice Services Center. What's the company you work for, sir?
Philadelphia.
City Philadelphia.
That's it.
How you doing?
I know who the real criminal is.
How you doing today, sir?
How can we help you?
What's your name, sir?
It's not important. How can we help you?
It's not important for me to tell you how you can help me. I never asked for your help, sir.
Say what?
It's not important for you to know how you can help me because I never asked you for any help. I'm asking you for your name. What's your name, sir?
We asked you how can we help
So you have a nice
and you
day.
left that alone. Still answering.
You have a nice day. See, that's where you start. You started off wrong.
Have a nice
Started off
day.
wrong.
Have a good day, sir.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Why are you recording? May I ask?
You recording us?
Can I inform you on something, sir? May I please inform you on something? You just made that public record because that's your personal phone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I got your name. Let me just explain to you. I have your name. I can request that It's public record, sir. All right, Hill. You have a nice day, Hill. How you doing? I just wanted to record your lobby area. Is it all right if I record your lobby area?
Huh? You cannot leave. Now you gotta leave the building, sir.
Okay. So now I came in there just to see if I could record the lobby area. I was pretty sure that I wasn't able to, but I wasn't going past the double doors, just this area right here, actually the vestibule. And he told me I had to leave. But back to the article. Vanessa Garrett Harley, deputy mayor for the Office of Children and Families, said in a statement the city is grateful and will still pursue its lawsuit, which seeks to require the state to take custody of any sentenced juveniles who might be housed at the facility in future in excess of its capacity. But critics noted that the city could abate the problem by removing 11 children who remain there only because they are awaiting child welfare placements, and urged officials to focus on a holistic, community-based solution. We need to focus on closer to home models and alternatives to detention for our youth. Philadelphia's chief public defender, Keisha Hudson, said it's research-based best practice, and sending kids to Texas as a solution is only going to cause further harm to our youth and our communities. City officials who testified Wednesday described the facility in chaos, with dozens of children sleeping on mattresses in an admissions office or sitting on the floor to eat. They detailed frequent brawls and poor supervision. One testified that employees recently found 10 makeshift weapons in a room holding 20 children. The crowding culminated in October 4th in a large brawl that left one resident hospitalized and dozens of youth and staff hurt. The facility houses youth ages 10 through 20 who have been accused or adjudicated guilty of a wide range of offenses from retail theft to homicide. Pennsylvania DHS, Department of Homeland Security, is mandated to accept sentenced youth. Sorry about that. I gotta look and see what DHS means real quick. Department of 1 second. I gotta find that real quick. That's gonna be real quick. PADHS. Philadelphia Department of Human Services. That's what that is. I know I said Department of Homeland Security. I just wanted to see if it was going to sound right, and it definitely didn't, so I had to look it up. So Pennsylvania Department of Human Services is mandated to accept sentenced youth, but has been running a wait list for years, officials said. The situation reached a boiling point in October when the state closed intake at all 3 state youth development centers, saying they were past capacity. Bureau of Juvenile Justice Service Director Charles Neff said the emergency contact with the Texas facility Rite of Passage fulfilled the state's obligation. The company was the only one to respond to what he described as a nationwide call for emergency placement alternatives. Headquartered in Nevada, Rite of Passage had revenues of $22 million in 2020, according to public filings. It's all about the money. Philadelphia officials expressed serious reservations about sending children to the facility because of its disciplinary tactics. Department of Human Services Commissioner Kimberly Ali said, Rite of Passage isolates children for days on end, uses mechanical restraints, and performs strip searches. What y'all think about that? I mean, just the simple fact that they're shipping kids from Pennsylvania all the way to Texas. I mean, how many parents would really be happy with that? That's crazy. You know, all the money Pennsylvania has, they could build up youth development centers all over the rural parts of the state. Let's get back to a little bit of the video. All right, I just wanted to record the lobby area. All right.
Have a good day.
Well, you can't go into a public building? I don't see any sign saying you can't.
We just want to know how the
There's
operations.
no business here. You can't go in.
Let
Oh, we got plenty of business here.
the door go.
Plenty of business here. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Listen, man, I don't live one too much.
Crazy like that.
pieces.
Trying to be nice, trying to be friendly and polite, but what do you do here, bud? For work.
You know if any juveniles getting their rights violated in here, bro? Yeah, no idea. You deal with the juveniles in here? Just trying to make sure that all these juveniles in here rights aren't violated.
What else is in that bag? What else is in that bag?
Is there any tyranny and corruption going on in there? You know about? If you see one of your co-workers doing tyranny and corruption, would you report it? It's been word going around that some juveniles' rights are being violated. They're getting their ass kicked in there. Just trying to figure out if that's the case or not. So, do you know anything about juveniles getting their rights violated?
I think this gentleman just asked you a question, sir. I'm pretty sure he just did.
Serious issue going on here at the Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center, so just want to know, do you know anything about any juveniles' rights being violated in here? We see that you're an employee in here, and if you do know about it, would you report the co-worker that's doing this, sir?
This is just a good excuse to take the rest of the day off, bro. Like, they don't want you back in there. You just, go home, hang out.
I think they're coming to the door now, sir. At this time, while you have some time, would you mind speaking to us about the juveniles that's rights being violated in here? Is everything going in accordance with the law?
Have you ever seen anybody do something wrong with your coworker?
Just trying to get a report on that. You know anything about any juveniles' rights being violated in here, sir?
Where you from?
Huh?
Where you from? What company you from?
I'm from the People's Regional Services, sir.
People Regional Service.
Yes, People Regional Services.
Where did she go?
That's a he. Excuse me, sir. Can I talk to you real quick? Sir, can I talk to you real quick? We just have a concern. Yeah, I need to talk to one of you guys real quick. Talk to you real quick. Excuse me.
There's a guy over here knocking on the door, sir. There's a man right here knocking on the door.
Just trying to get a few words about, if there's any juvenile misjustice going on here in this facility. So, excuse me, sir. Sir.
Yes sir, no question.
Would you be able to confirm?
Oh, yeah.
Would you be able to confirm that there's no juvenile civil rights being violated?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know about that? You don't know if there's civil rights? And as we continue to play this video, that is what every employee is going to say, which is nothing. He's the only one that actually replied to it. He said he don't know about it. The girl in the beginning, she kind of half-ass replied and said she didn't know anything. But from the rest of the employees, you're pretty much going to hear silence, which is very troubling because it seems to me that they're coached. They've been coached at work to not say anything. And I'm pretty sure they got to sign off on some things as well. So if they do say anything, they may, get sued. But on to the story. Neff said that the facility would adhere to Pennsylvania law. At the hearing, city and state officials revealed that other options under consideration include opening a new 28-bed juvenile detention facility within an adult jail, Riverside Correctional Facility on State Road in Northeast Philadelphia. And I believe Riverside is the female facility. I don't know if we got any people in the area of Philadelphia or the surrounding area, but I believe that Riverside Correctional Facility is a fairly new facility. It's a female facility, so they're considering adjoining a 28-bed detention facility for the juveniles in Riverside. But Ali said opening such a facility could take at least 2 months. She said the city needs to renovate the plumbing and lock systems and needs to obtain a license from the state to house children in the facility. City officials at the hearing made clear they do not believe the state is acting with sufficient urgency, questioning DHS officials about the empty beds at the state centers. Though the 3 centers contain 224 beds, the state lists their current capacity collectively at 116 teens. The state said it could take more because of staffing shortages. We're already unsafe, and anything we do to admit more youth is going to make it exponentially more unsafe, Neff said. Neff testified that the ratio inside the state centers is 1 staffer to 3 children. The city is currently running a ratio. The state is currently running at a ratio of 1 to 12. Gary Williams, the deputy commissioner at the city's Department of Human Services, testified Wednesday that 60 children at PJJSC have been sentenced to rehabilitation in state facilities, but have not yet been transferred. Of those, 18 have been waiting for more than 3 months, he said. Without space to hold this swelling population, the city this fall resorted to housing 3 children in units meant for 2, and it covered an admissions office into it converted an admissions office into a bunk space where more than 20 children are sleeping on mattresses on the floor, some for weeks on end. And you already know, the state don't even go for children sleeping on the floor within their residence. You know, it's a mandatory requirement that there's a dinner table in the house. Okay, there's a bed in the house, and of course, running water. And I also believe a sitting area as well in the living room. So it has to be some kind of sitting area. And they getting over in jail having the kids, or in the juvenile facility, having the kids sleep and eat on the floor. And so it continues with, we ran out of space, Williams said. There's tension throughout the entire facility. Youth advocates said they're alarmed by conditions at PJJSC, but said that the proposed alternatives are also unacceptable. Back to the video. Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Center. Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center, West Philadelphia. This is not being violated, sir?
That means there are daily.
How you doing, man? It's from the People Regional Inspectional Services. Was you able to confirm that there's no juveniles their civil rights being violated? Huh? No comment? You can't confirm? You can't confirm that their civil rights are not being violated?
She's part of it.
Wow.
Must be so proud.
Ma'am, I just need you to confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated. Could you confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being... You cannot confirm that the juvenile civil rights are not being violated here in this detention center? Please confirm that. This is a serious issue going on. You work here, right? You do work here, right? Huh? You're visiting? Ma'am, are you visiting? We knew these reports were right. Sir, can you confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated, please? Hey, can you confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated? When you work at this department. Now, this is 8 months before this article came out. This article just came out, I believe, today. What was the date on it? November 2nd, 2022. And that's not the date that the article was written. It says the Juvenile Justice Services Center, located at 91 North 48th Street in Philadelphia. Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. And staff photographer Jessica Griffin. So I would assume that this was written within the days of November 2nd, 2022, if not that day. So Gary Williams, a deputy commissioner at the city's Department of Human Services, testified Wednesday that 60 children at PJJSC have been sentenced to rehabilitation in state facilities but have not yet been transferred. Over those, 18 have been waiting for more than 3 months, he said. Without space to hold the swelling population, the city this fall resorted to housing 3 children in units meant for 2, and it converted an admissions office into a bunk space where more than 20 children are sleeping on mattresses on the floor, some for weeks on end. The solution for young people experiencing harmful conditions, I'm skipping because I've already read that. Apologize. My apologies. Youth advocates said they're alarmed by conditions at PJJSC, but said that the proposed alternatives are also unacceptable. The solution for young people experiencing harmful conditions is not to send them to a state halfway across the country, far from their families and support networks, where they would be isolated, and the solution is not to put them in adult jail, said Sarah Morris, director of the Youth Art and Self-Empowerment Project, which runs workshops with youth at PJJSC. We think there are lots of young people who could be released safely to families, communities, and diversion programs. Maura McInerney of the Education Law Center pointed to recommendations by a task force convened by the city on the issue, which argue for smaller community-based placement facilities. Cecil acknowledged that her order was only a first step. We've reached a crisis point, Cecil said. Whatever happens here is a tiny little Band-Aid.
People's regional services like to know. Yo, my man, can you confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated? Can y'all? On board. Y'all ain't throwing none of the juveniles in here, are y'all? What's going on? Man, are these juveniles safe in here? Can you speak about it, please?
Criminals don't like telling them that they're trying.
How you doing? Hey, Hill, straight up question. How you doing? You're free to record, but you know that's open record now, right? You know that's open record. No, seriously. You just created an open record. I can get that. I'm just letting you know, but you're free to record. Hill, why you gloving up? Hill, what you gloving up for, man? We ain't here for no violence. Sir, could you confirm that the juveniles in here civil rights are not being violated? Could you confirm that for me, please? Sir, could you confirm that the juvenile civil rights are being violated?
Like I was saying earlier, this video was shot 8 months before the article came out. And me, Southeastern PA, Wolfie Gladly, shout out to both of them. We just couldn't believe that we couldn't get an answer from one employee about the safety of the juveniles. Shout outs to Breaking the Flaw. And this continues throughout until the duration of the video. No answer from nobody can confirm that, the civil rights of the juveniles aren't being violated. And like I said, the reason why I put this video out, 2 reasons.
Doing, man? No intrusion. Just need you.
They took the video down about 2-3 weeks ago. This very video right here, they took it down. Okay. I was going through trial, or I probably just got finished through trial, but I know I was focused on my my federal lawsuit. So it kind of slipped my mind. And then I ran across the article that we just read tonight. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put the video back up and I'm going to go live. I'm going to double down and go live on the article and play the video at the same time. So y'all can check my community post. It's definitely on my community post. Let's see if I can show y'all right here. For the link. And I put the link this time I gave up the link for the YouTube video and the Facebook video, which are both the same, but yeah. Oh, here we go right here. This is the information to the video. You can either watch it on YouTube or Facebook, and I left the link to the article that we just read. This video was taken down a few weeks ago. Video link or video link to Facebook. Now I know why the Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center is under the spotlight for neglect. Updated new info tonight. And I'm going, as a matter of fact, I might as well just add that link as well. Let me edit this real quick. Bam. Sorry, y'all. Ask y'all to hold on just real quick. I'm just trying to get this link. Get shareable link. Yeah, that's what I need. Here we go. Put this link up here for y'all in case y'all want to come back to this live. Post it. And also, those who were in the live stream that I had last night, and I couldn't remember the judge's name in Providence, Rhode Island. Well, I got her name. I also put that on my community wall too. Check out my community wall from time to time. I definitely put updates, but her name is Judge Woodcock Pfeiffer. And that's her right there. That was the biased judge who, you know, was patting the asses of the prosecution and Officer Tavares, Flavio Tavares. That was the arresting officer. So she had to rule in my favor because she had to abide by the Constitution because she knew that shit would have been dragging her like hooks later because, you know, yeah, but of course they don't play that shit. And as long as you fight it and challenge it, they're going to have to, they're going to have to turn it around. But that's if it went that way. It didn't go that way. She had to rule in my favor. But yeah, that's what's going on. Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center. That's how they getting down. I had a hunch that I mean, all facilities got some shit going on. We know that. All facilities, whether it's juvenile, adult, if it's an institution, old folks home, retirement home, it's always something going on in there. So, I took a trip to Philadelphia, and I always call Wolfie. I always call Southeastern PA, let them know I'm coming down. And I was staying in West Philly for the trip, and I was just trying to figure out what's near us that's probably state ran or city ran. It's kind of hard to find things on the weekend, and usually when I go down to Philadelphia, it's during the weekend. I just started Googling things that was near, and Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center came up, and I thought about it. I said, yeah, this is a good spot to go to. We need to go here. It's smack dab in the middle of the hood. Like when they built the place, when they was talking about constructing the place, I think at least 5 years before they even did any real work into it, the people in the neighborhood was complaining. They was like, no, we don't want that shit over here. We don't want that over there. Somehow, I guess because they needed a lot of area for that. I don't know. I guess they paid, neighbors off, and for them to buy a new house. But I don't know how it happened, but they bullied their way in. Shout out to bully back artists, but they bullied their way in, and the neighbors not happy. They still not happy. They weren't happy before they built it when they heard the news of it. And they continue to not be happy. So, like I said, I'm updating this video because they took it down, and I came across the article tonight. So it was a coincidence that I came across it, but it was a reason why I chose that spot. And look, 8 months later, they in hot water. for neglect. They got kids eating on the floor. They finding weapons in that joint. That's why they had nothing to say. These people had nothing to say.
Just needs you to verify that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated here.
When they came out, they had nothing to say.
Oh my God! How come I can't?
Child abuse.
How you doing, ma'am? Just here to verify that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated here. Can you comment on that?
No, I can't.
Oh my God! What is going on with this facility?
We know what's going on, man. We know what's going on.
What is going on here?
Boys run away. Shocker.
You guys can't confirm that the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated in here, huh? We got juveniles in here.
Shout out to
We'd
Karen
like to
Hill,
know how you guys are taking care of them.
Nico
You don't
Argotti.
think that's something a private citizen should be concerned of? Here's smack dab in the middle of West Philly. Hill, I'm just asking you a question. Just asking you to verify if the juvenile civil rights aren't being violated.
Yes,
I mean, that's a legitimate question, don't you think so? Why don't you?
I thought it was a legitimate question. I wasn't, trying to lead them into anything. I actually was leading them into something positive. It was a quick, simple answer. I was just looking for a yes. I had to talk to like 15 people out there going in and out of that facility. Nobody could say, "Oh, they're fine." I mean, they probably could get in trouble for saying that too. But if they're fine, they fine. Nobody said nothing. So what you think that left me, Wolfie, and Southeastern PA to believe when we left? They ain't doing what they supposed to do in there. Simple as that.
Guys, forthcoming. You have juveniles in your care. Why aren't you guys forthcoming? You guys should be welcoming.
That tells me everything I need to know. Tells me exactly what's going on in here and how much these demonic creatures are actually doing to these children. Dark souls, no heart, no soul. Just doing this beating children for a paycheck. You guys must be.
You notice he gloved up, right? He put his gloves on. You notice that, right? You just asked.
Shout out to Perfect Sense. Perfect Sense says the juvenile facilities in Washington State were taping a lot of the youth back in the 80s. Huge scandal. Listen to what I said. Now, she got something different. She got R wording. I use another word. The juvenile facilities in Washington State were taping a lot of the youth back in the 80s. Huge scandal.
He picks on kids. He can't deal with the real
We
man.
come out here to ask questions and he puts gloves on.
He picks on kids.
That's Jay Hill, Facility Security Services.
Yeah, he picks on kids.
Let me get this right.
Real men.
Justice Services, Juvenile Justice Services, PJJSC. You have a serial ID number or a badge number, sir?
Would you spell C-O-W-A-R-D? Would you spell?
Wow. This is what we're going to do?
What we're going to do.
We're just simply asking,
Children.
are the juveniles' care being taken?
Now listen, 184 bed facility seems huge to a child, teenager. That's big, okay? Forever ain't really that big, but it's big for a child. These are the muscle right here. Trust me. This dude dressed in all black, he is the muscle. He the whole complete package when it comes to dealing with them young guys in that jail. And Hill, he's the backup.
Okay? Because that's
Right here.
Able to speak for the Juvenile Justice Center.
Yeah, we have an appointment for two of them.
these juveniles are your highest regard right now. And we want to know if they're simply being taken care of like they should, sir. I mean, the way you glove up, it seems like you're a tyrant. What do you? I'm not here for any ill will. What you gloving up for, brother? What you gloving up for? I'm just here to ask you: are the juvenile civil rights being taken care of, or are they civil rights being violated? That's just a simple question. I'll be out your beard. If you answer that question for me. Nah?
Let me out your beard, sir. Let me out your beard. He's a man of his word.
Would you mind giving me your name, sir?
Shout out to Clayton Nelson.
You security here in this building? You're not security? You don't work here? So you can't give me no directives, right? You don't work here. Man, if you can give me that, you can give me lawful directives? Can you give me lawful? Hey, he said he can give me lawful directives, but he told me that he doesn't work in the building. He said he doesn't work here in the building, but he can give me lawful directives. Now, I'm going to ask you again and give you a chance to clear that up. Do you work in this building, sir? Do you work in this building?
Are you delivering here?
Hey, how you doing, ma'am? The people like to know, are the juvenile civil rights being violated in this facility? It's just a simple question. Are the juvenile civil rights being violated here in this building? Wow. Wow, have a great day. We're here for the juveniles. We're concerned about their welfare. Have a great day. She went back in. He's out here. He's over here.
We're gonna change your mind over here. We're gonna come out and enjoy the day, but for some reason the camera.
Sucks being held accountable, doesn't it, man? Sucks being held accountable for your actions.
So back to you. You said that you don't work here. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. It's a question about the juveniles. Would you be able to tell me if their civil rights are being violated or not? Are they civil rights being taken care of? Are they being? Ma'am, you work with the juveniles, right? You do work with the juveniles, right? Ma'am?
Oh my God, you're following me to my car.
Are their civil rights being violated? This is a simple question. No, you won't do that, ma'am. No, ma'am, you won't do that. No, you won't do that. You won't do that.
I don't care what you do. You're in my face with a camera.
No, but I'm gonna shine inside. I'm asking you a question. How about the juveniles? Are the civil rights being violated in there? I'm just asking you about the. No, I'm not here for any harm. I'm not here for any danger.
I don't know.
Not here for any harm.
To my car.
No, I'm asking you a simple question. Are the juvenile civil rights being violated? That's all I'm here for. That's all I'm here for. Are the juvenile civil rights being violated? Are the juvenile civil rights being violated? Do you work here, man? Do you work here? Do you work here? You said I can record you and talk to you. I asked you a question. Have a nice day. Thank you for being not so helpful. All right, as long as you keep talking, I'm gonna keep the camera on you.
That's fucking weird.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. That video is back up there. They took it down about 3 weeks ago. Something about privacy complaint or something. I don't even pay attention to them things no more. That stuff that YouTube send me, I don't pay attention to that jibber jabber. Anyway, they took it down. I put it back up. I put the original video back up, and this is the live stream video going over the article. I'm gonna make sure I put all the links in the description of this video. Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center. And basically, juveniles are being neglected, sitting on the floor, eating, sleeping on the floor. They found about 20 makeshift weapons. It was a big brawl. And we did this video 8 months before the article came out. And I got in contact with the lady who wrote the article. I sent her the video. Hopefully she'll be interested in it. Here she go right here. Samantha Melamed. There she go. I sent her the video by email. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Shout outs Karen M. Mark Wonderlick. Perfect Sense is free to stay. Jasper. Clayton Nelson. Nico Argotti. The gang's all here. Fully back artists. Breaking the flow. Appreciate y'all support. Update of the Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services. Shout outs Unindoctrinated. Unindoctrinated Ryan. My apologies. I know I should have got that one right. Shout outs to Unindoctrinated Ryan. My man.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.
Hit the lights. Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody. It's the resistance. I'm just a black man with cameras.